And welcome back to Reactioncast. It's your host Jesus, aka Tyrant Dominus, here to give you another series review. This time around, we're going to be talking about The Last of Us.
You haven't seen the world, so you don't know. You keep going for family.
I'm not family.
No. You're cargo.
So, in recent times, we've had very lackluster video game adaptations. Take Halo series or the Resident Evil franchise shows. They have been extremely lackluster, to say the least. So when we got an announcement for The Last of Us, it was worrisome. No doubt one of the best stories for video games out there, and so when adapting stuff from video game to like traditional television, we haven't had the best results. We've had some recent stuff in films here and there. We had Sonic. There's some prospects for the new Mario movie, but what does The Last of Us give us here? So to start off, we luckily get Neil Druckmann back as one of the continuing writers. So we have one of the original writers for the show. So we have someone who worked on the project, unlike some people who would just don't look at the original material. That's great. Secondly, we have two wonderful actors portraying some of the best characters here. We got Pedro Pascal as Joel, and I believe it's Bella Ramsey, as playing Ellie. And no doubt their performance in this show is wonderful. I'm going to say this now. The Last of Us immediately is a wonderful portrayal of this series, without a doubt. I'm not saying it's perfect, though, but it is a wonderful, wonderful adaptation, to say the least. It is a definite watch if you enjoy these apocalyptic style shows, these well-driven, story-driven series. For sure, this is great. A lot of the scenes are taken one for one from the game. On top of that, they take the liberty to actually add upon some of the stuff that wasn't in the game without some useless information here and there. It is wonderfully done. The soundtrack is great. All the cinematics and a lot of the shots are wonderful and beautiful. The emotion from the performance, not only from from Pedro and Bella, but some of the supporting cast adds on top of that. Now, the thing I'll now kind of move back here is, I'll be honest, this is a nine episode series. So we're getting, like I said, we're getting a game adaptation and there's a lot of content for sure, and you're not able. I don't know if you can be able to fill it sometimes properly in a nine episode season. That's where some worries came upon. Now, for sure, that's where I feel like we're missing an episode. Not saying that it feels lost. It just feels like we could have got a little bit more. That's what I'm saying here. If we had one more episode, because a lot of what we get when it comes to a show about a fungus evolving to the point of basically zombie status. It's a zombie apocalypse, except instead of traditional viruses, and it's a fungal thing, cordyceps, and we get the tale of Ellie, who is immune, and Joel has to kind of take her on this journey. That's kind of the story we're going into this. And for sure, this journey that these two go on is like really good, because you get a wonderful intro to kind of just how everything started, just kind of how the initial like impact of not only Joel and his family, but kind of a little bit of the world, and then kind of everything else moving forward from there, and how kind of the rest of basically kind of society has fallen. Now here's the other thing I will feel negative about it. I feel that we don't get enough of these cordyceps monsters, these zombies. I feel that's a little lacking. I'm not saying there's not enough, but there could always be more, just to give the world a little bit more semblance of danger, you know, just to hype up. Because at the end of the day, you know, you just want to get that more, give the world more than how more essence to the world, you know. And there are moments you get where like, yeah, it's bad out there for sure. There's some episodes like, oh wow, there are some really crazy people and stuff, but it's sometimes it's just very lackluster, but nothing like too negative. I'll say this now. I think what Neil Druckmann and the rest of the writers who worked on this adaptation did a great job. It just feels like it could have just used one more episode. I'll be really honest, because I wanted to see more performance, more character development between Pedro and Bella as Joel and Ellie, because oh man, they did such a wonderful job playing these characters. They you could feel it, and yeah, it's just, oh god, so good. Like I said, the only real big negatives for me were it's just a little too short and not enough like of the monsters, the cordyceps, and I think that's like really my only negatives. But besides that, they did a reasonably good job with the story to portray everything, and god. And I'm looking forward to more. From my understanding is I think we're getting 2 more seasons, and I think they're splitting the second game into 2 seasons. It's still up in the air, but I know we're getting more. You know, we're getting more. I know that for sure. And throughout the season, they throw some Easter eggs here and there from the game, some guest spots, for sure, that show up there, and you know, I'll leave it at that. But it's good. It's good if you enjoy these story-based shows with wonderful performance, wonderful cinematics, great just performances. Like, yeah, it's for sure top right there. So yeah, I'm gonna give The Last of Us season 1. I'm gonna give The Last of Us season 1 a 9 out of 10. Like I said, there's just those few little things that I would want to almost make it a perfect 10, just a little bit. Because I know there's some divisiveness in a couple episodes here and there, but it doesn't matter. There's a few things that worked better in some moments than others, but yes, here 9 out of 10. So let me know your thoughts on The Last of Us season 1. Did you enjoy it? Are you happy with the adaptation? Are you not a fan? Because here's the thing, I've talked with people who didn't play the games, and we spoke about it, and I wanted to get their interpretations, and they loved it, and some of them actually just want to kind of get a glimpse of what the game is, and it's kind of hard because I'm glad that they did a good job to kind of tailor the show for non-video game players as well. So yeah, there you go. Let me know down in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube. Let me know in the poll if you're listening to this on Spotify. Thumbs ups or down. So yeah. So thanks again for listening or watching. Until next time. See ya. See ya. See ya.